Hello, people of the internet. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Monday to you all. Hopefully, your week is off to a great start. Or if you're watching this at any other point in the week, hopefully having a great day nonetheless. We continue with the latest line of idol drops with the I Sway mini album, the I Sway EP, the latest and hopefully greatest when it comes to Idol's very long and very decorated discography. We checked out Klaxon, the title track, and its MV quite literally about 5 minutes ago, and gosh darn it, it is one of the happiest, brightest, poppiest songs that I've come across from Idol in a hot minute, and it was terrific. It was terrific fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. But as we say, oftentimes when it comes to really good title tracks, if the title track is that good, how good are the B-sides going to be? One way to find out is to listen through the album. Unfortunately, it is quite a short mini album. It's only a 4-track mini, and we're only going to be covering the 3 new B-sides on it, which is unfortunate, but considering that their studio-length 2 album was not that long ago, I'm going to let them off. I'm definitely going to let them off. But one thing is for certain, or I guess 2 things are for certain when it comes to Idol's music. One, there's going to be plenty of member participation in the composition credits, lyrical credit side of things, which is always very exciting. I love it when an artist gets involved with their own music. But 2, there's bound to be at least one banger B-side on here. So let's find out together, shall we? Here we go! Righty. Oh, I have got the album credits off to the side so I can give credit where credit is due and figure out where members got involved. So let's just keep it going sharpish. I'm going to read off the credits for track number 1, the title track, since we didn't do it on the MV. I'll listen. So track number 1, titled Klaxon, lyrics by Soyeon. That's it. Soyeon on lyrics for everything. Hell yeah. Okay. Composition, Soyeon, Pop Time, I-DLE, and Likey, with arrangement by Pop Time, I-DLE, Likey, and Soyeon. Nice. Which takes us to the first of the B-sides, track on number 2, Last Forever. Lyrics by Oogie, Boytoy, Mojo, Suvi, and Heji from PLZ. Composition, Oogie, hell yeah. Boytoy, Mojo, Milliocean, Suvi, Heji from PLZ, and Jiwoong of PLZ, with Boytoy, Mojo, Milliocean, and Jiwoong from PLZ on arrangements. I guess my brain couldn't decide if I want to say Z in the British way or the American way. Cool. It's that kind of day.
My light is so bright, success around, but is it free? Look in the mirror, now understand that it's more than what I had. Feel held me tight, I took a seat, yearning deep, I want it back. My spirit won't break, I conquer fear. Honestly, not ready yet. I want it, stay here, those wasted dreams.
I was wondering if we were gonna get a snappy beat here. I didn't want to jump the gun too fast, but I'm loving that we're getting plenty of vocalist Soyeon.
기다린 삶 wanna be high, yeah. 1분 1초간 내게 make a break up, step up. Every day keep my head up. It's natural, really.
I also like that the song is maintaining this kind of light bounce. Like, the song is very light on its feet, and it's very evident as you're listening to it. And it's another one of those songs where you press play, it goes, and it's super easy to follow. There's nothing that like kind of jumps out to scare you. It's automatic. Here we got a little bit of extra sauce in the Oogie vocals there.
Yeah, I'm the future now.
Oh man, that is a fast 2.5 minutes. And it's a full-length song too. Like we got two full verses, as well as a bridge and a final chorus, and they still managed to do it in under 2.5 minutes. That's crazy. Because it doesn't feel that short. Like, just because they don't like skimp out on like an entire section of the song to make it short. It just goes and it's just quick. That's why it's over like that, and it's nice. Good start to the B-sides. And yeah, I'm liking where we're going with the speed of things. Because Klaxon was very poppy, but it had a nice pace to it. Last Forever's got a more consistent groove to it, rather than it just being a very up and down poppy song. It's more consistent, but it's got a little bit of a faster pace. Like if Klaxon was like, jumping, dancing down the street, Last Forever very much is like a highway drive. It's fast, but it's consistent and it's smooth, and I like that. And Last Forever, yeah, it's very easy on the ears. It doesn't really do anything extraordinarily outlandish, where it's like the song requires the entire brain's mental capability to understand or break down. And for me, it's one of those songs where you press play, you let it go, and that's all you need to do, which is terrific. So, solid B-side, actually. I wonder, I'm trying to think, because I-DLE sometimes do, like, special MVs for their B-sides, right? Like, I mean, My Bag comes to mind. But it's, I think, didn't Fate get an MV as well from the 2 album? I'm trying to figure out if, like, what would an MV for this look like, or what would a performance, or like a self-made MV for this look like? Because I feel like on most of the like secondary MVs that we get from I-DLE, they've been the more hard-hitting songs. Well, I guess Fate isn't very hard-hitting, but my point, you don't really get one for like the songs with the more consistent groove like Last Forever. So I'd be interested to see which song gets the second MV, if we get any this time around. But we gotta keep her moving. Track number 3, titled Bloom, lyrics by Minnie and B.O. Composition, Minnie, Breadbeat, and Cash Cow, with Breadbeat and Cash Cow on arrangement.
You know what's on my mind? Come and take a look inside. My heart blooms into you.
It starts high, and it's not holding back on the high range either. Interesting that there's certain composition cues that are very reminiscent of city pop in here. Another one, like, much like Last Forever, it's a press play and go type of song. I don't feel anything getting ready to surprise me yet. The groove is terrific, it's very smooth, it's very easy.
Just like in heaven, I'm on a shining star. Don't know what color I'll be.
Love how they just cut the instrumental out after every bar there. I know the song's titled Bloom, but is anybody getting kind of like dreamy vibes from this? With the reverb, the subtle kind of like softness this song has? And the subtle background vocal harmonies there too is just chef's kiss. it softens it up a little bit, but it adds a little bit more like meat to it.
I want you, baby. Every day and night, you and I will fly. 넌 나만 바라봐줘, let me glow. 널 향해, let me glow. 시들지 않도록 아껴줘 day and night. 너만 기다리잖아, 어서 나비처럼 날아와.
Oh, we didn't get the ahs in the background there. It's this part here. It should sound sharper than it actually is, but they mellow out everything. That's terrific. That's very nice. That's very, very nice. I can't get over just how soft that song is. Like, it's got a good amount of punch to it, and especially those synths. You'd think that having those kinds of synths, it'd be sharper. No, they mellow everything out so magnificently. Wow. I think Bloom for me is definitely more automatic than Last Forever, or at least after first listen. It's just something about the way that everything is so mellow and so well like rounded, and it's there's like a very subtle balancing act that Bloom does so well, where it retains enough of a bite to be able to like distinguish when there's supposed to be like firm cuts or like some firm moments, but it's also just so soft and so dreamy that it kind of just radiates out, and you don't really feel that kind of like hard cliff at the end, apart from the, you know, firm cuts in Soyeon's verse and verse 2. And I think that's just so neat. And another, again, yeah, chalk it down as another one of the automatic songs, because both Last Forever and Bloom are definitely songs that, for me at least, definitely a automatic everyday song where I can listen to that, you know, walking home from the grocery store or on the morning commute to campus. Doing laundry at home? Sure. It's a very flexible song that's extremely pleasing to the ear holes, and I can't complain about that one bit. Which unfortunately takes us to the last song on the album. Hopefully that means that we don't have to wait too long for the next I-DLE release, but of course they deserve. I think they've earned a nice long rest at this point because they have been busy this year. But final track on the album, track on number 4, titled Neverland, lyrics by Mion and Oogie, composition Oogie, 6K Jun, and Woo-seok with 6K Jun on arrangement. Love the stack there.
나 보러 먼 길을 날아온 거야. 미소 하나로 벌써 꽃을 피웠네. 한들이고 불안했던 나의 springtime. Yeah. 들려줄 이야긴 참 많았었지만 없던 지난.
Interestingly for me, this song is blooming more than Bloom did for me. I love the way it's. That chorus release was magnificent. We're getting so much vocalist slant on this album, and I love it. Hello, octaves! That like gradual riser into the full chorus release is amazing. It doesn't use a white noise riser at all. It uses the vocal as a white noise riser, or in place of it. and then you get this really pretty chorus. I wonder if we're gonna get a rapper song verse in here. Lost section in the background too. It's not the slow emotional ballad to finish, but it's essentially the next best thing. Wow! For me, okay, off rip, entire album, no skip for me. This album is extremely well put together, as is expected from I-DLE at this point, but point still stands. This album, for my musical taste and what I love to get out of an album, has everything to it. I would have liked one more song, maybe like a very slow emotional ballad, but that's just me. I'm fully expecting every pop album to end with a ballad. But Neverland takes the emotional aspects of the slow emotional ballad and packages it into an anthem paced, but also very warm sounding song, and it's extremely well written. In fact, I almost want to say Neverland is the smartest written song on this album, which is saying something, because all of these songs are written tremendously well. But Neverland, for me, takes that kind of warm, inviting sensation and runs with it so well. And that partially may be down to my love and appreciation towards the ballad subgenre and just what goes into a ballad genre or ballad subgenre based song. It has everything that a ballad needs. It's got the soft delivery, it's got the really pretty vocal flourish and the bloom once we get into the chorus. It's got the really pretty twinkling harmonies, the really soft delivery vocals and like the pre-choruses and the nice big vocal moments throughout the song. It's packaged at a pace that could pass as a ballad. But sonically, it's not the type of song that makes you want to like wallow in your own emotions or just bawl your eyes out. But it's got that emotional factor that works so well. And you see, for this entire album, generally gives off pretty bright vibes anyways, so the fact that we don't end on a really sappy emotional ballad makes sense in hindsight, and why we get a song like Neverland to finish. It makes sense why they've gone with this direction, but I'm still going to praise them regardless, because I think the execution of it is spectacular. I do want to go back, like, I don't usually do this in album listens, but where is that pre-chorus? That release, typically on a pop song, and I almost want to say, like, at least 9 out of 10 K-pop songs you'll come across will have some form of artificial white noise riser before the chorus release. Sure, you have like anti-drops and stuff, but you can usually tell, and this is usually put in like post-production, when a song is going to have a big release, because you will hear it in the song. But what they do with Neverland is they bring in the vocals early and use the vocals and that ascending vocal line as that artificial riser, but it's not artificial. It's part of the vocal part, and I think that's so smart. Just forget everything. Because then you can naturally blend it into the vocal line of the chorus, where whoever's in charge of that main vocal line can come in late and still connect the two pieces together. Wow! I got passionate there at the end, but that's very, 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 very good. And weirdly enough, I know we got less songs on it, but off of first listen, I think I've had a more positive response to the I Sway album than I did with 2. And that's not meant to put down the 2 album, but I can see myself listening through this album over and over without issue. there are certain songs that I will pick and choose out of that 2 album. I don't think I'll do that with this, and that's very interesting to me. I mean, smaller sample size means there's less of a chance for me to find a skip song, so to speak, or a like a play once and then kind of put it in the back of the mind type song. I don't feel like I'm gonna have that with Ice Way, and that's really cool to me. And yeah, it's a summary album that doesn't immediately give off the stereotypical summary vibes, which I'm very like accepting of. And I think it's very cool that I-DLE kind of gone that direction and haven't gone with the standard norm, so to speak. I mean, this is I-DLE we're talking about here. That is it, of doing something out of the box is very much like the I-DLE identity in a way, and I'm glad that they did it again. Because I-DLE genuinely have been so impressive to follow, and even though I might not know their full discography very well, whenever we come across a new release or whenever I come across an I-DLE song in like a shuffle playlist or Spotify radio or YouTube recommended, I'm I would say 99% of the time I come out of the other side with a very satisfied feeling and thorough amount of enjoyment to it. This time is no different. So, well done, ladies. That was spectacular. But that is going to be it from me today. Thank you all for listening along with me. Hopefully, you enjoyed it as much as I did. One last request from me today. Let's work together as a community to bring a little bit of extra happiness back into the world, whether it be checking with your friends and family, holding the door open for somebody, or even picking up a piece of trash off the street. Just one small act of kindness that may brighten up someone else's day today. And know that wherever you are in the world, should you ever be going through a tough time in your life, for whatever reason it may be, even though I'm just some guy on the internet who waffles about music in his free time, know that I will always be a friend, an ally, and a shoulder to lean on whenever you need me. So take care of yourselves, take care of each other, spread the love, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.